Hi everyone, I'm Helene. This is a super quick video on how to make crossbody straps. This is the very basics of how to use certain hardware to make different styles of straps. Like this one that converts from a crossbody strap to a over-the-shoulder strap. I know this is very much geared to beginners, but hopefully someone out there will learn something from this video. Obviously, you can add a lot more details like stitching or ornamental parts or shoulder straps, etc. But this is just the very fundamental basics of how to assemble a crossbody strap. And I'm also using swivel snaps for all these straps just because I don't have a bag to attach them to, but a lot of these styles you can just attach directly to the bag or attach through some rectangle loops. Anyways, let's get started. Here are 6 ways to make a leather crossbody strap.
The easiest and laziest way to make a strap, and yours truly is extremely guilty of using this method, but time is money and money is pizza. For a regular crossbody bag, you'll want this to be about 40 to 50 inches long. You can use swivel snaps or directly rivet this onto the bag itself. So this is probably one of the most common ways to make a strap. Probably the most common for leather bags. For the keeper loops, I like to use leather staples instead of sewing. You can use a regular buckle with 2 keepers or a center bar buckle with 1 keeper. This is another extremely popular kind of strap style. You'll find this on most bags, leather or not. I like to use a rectangle ring with a slider because it just sits flatter and you don't need as long of a piece of leather. Rectangle loops are super handy when you don't have leather long enough for a strap, and you can use them for most of these strap styles. I don't often use Conway buckles, but if I did, it'd be for heavier duty bags, probably men's bags. They're a pretty simple way to make a strap adjustable. This is almost exactly the same as the buckle strap, but uses button studs instead. I like to double up on the button studs for redundancy. And yes, I really need a button stud hole punch. This is a great option for bags that could be worn crossbody or over the shoulder, like a small tote or hobo bag. I've seen people use snaps for this, but that limits the adjustability of the bag. I really like the button studs for this use.